Challenges all around the world and here in our own backyard continue by the hour, by the minute. Here at Channel 9, we are practicing social distancing, and that is why you will see the two of us sitting at least 6 feet apart from each other today.
But of course, that doesn't change the fact that we bring you the facts every day. Want to make sure you have the latest information so we can all make smart decisions out there. First, a Charlotte doctor has been diagnosed with COVID-19. Of course, we want to know what patients, people he had or she had contact with. Mecklenburg County's cases are now up to 11 tonight, so the impact is growing. And of course, closing down restaurants and shopping, helping you find the essentials as we guide you through the newest disruptions to daily life and the new normal for now. And as we speak right now, again, that deadline, 5 o'clock, coming up here in 1 minute for businesses to close, at least restaurants and bars, to dine-in customers in North Carolina. And this is a live look at Heist Brewery in Noda. And of course, it is St. Patrick's Day today, and a lot of breweries planned on having people there all throughout the night. You can see it looks like they had some outdoor areas set up. But at 5 o'clock, they have to turn those customers away who would have been inside. So a very big financial impact, but of course, one made for public safety today.
A quick look at the latest numbers for you. In North Carolina, cases have grown to 45. Remember, that is out of a population of 10 million. We have an up-close look at our community. 11 cases right now in Mecklenburg County identified. Lincoln County just reporting its first case. Also, 1 case each in Iredell, Cabarrus, and Watauga counties. And then just moments ago, we heard again from South Carolina's governor, the state there, 47 total cases in the Palmetto State. They're a population of more than 5 million people. York County now reporting its first case and 2 cases in Lancaster. South Carolina does also have 1 death reported from coronavirus at this time. And now look at this, at the entire country where the United States stands. Now more than 4,200 cases nationwide, Washington State and New York getting hit the hardest. And now look over at West Virginia. That is now the only state to date that still does not have a reported case.
Back to the bars and restaurants closing in North Carolina right now at 5, and again South Carolina. You heard Governor Henry McMaster saying that starts for them tomorrow. I want to go to our Deshaun Brown. This has huge effects, Deshaun. Of course, this is what we're doing for public safety. Nobody has a problem with that, but again, St. Patrick's Day was going to be a huge night for restaurants and bars, and this has a financial impact on the servers, the wait staff, and of course the owners themselves.
It does, Scott, but I'll show you how they're trying to adapt. They actually just put up these signs. This is just outside of Heist. Starting at 5 o'clock today, they are not allowed to do dine-in, but they are still doing takeout and pickup. And just on the other side of me, that's why they have these tents set up so that customers who do order can then drive through and pick up their order outside. Now, I just spoke with the owner here not even an hour ago, and he told me this is their way of trying to fight through this and to preserve as many jobs as possible. A few hours ago, Governor Cooper ordered that all restaurants and bars stop their dine-in services by 5 o'clock today. That is right now. That also means a lot of people will likely be out of a job because of this. The Heist owner told me he has had to make a lot of tough calls in the last few hours. He's also been doing his best to point his staff to resources until they're able to get back on their feet.
If this can turn around in a couple days, if this can turn around in a week, everybody would be so thankful. With no business, it's impossible for a restaurant to provide tips for people who count on tips.
And Scott, you mentioned it. I mean, this is tough. We had a few moments today to speak human to human. He said he and his wife have a young child at home. They're also expecting their second in less than a week. So this is a lot to process in such a short amount of time, Scott.
Okay, so some ingenuity back there as they try to adapt to the new normal, with those tents actually being for people who can come by and hopefully still continue to get money flowing through that business and others. Deshaun, thank you.
And those measures in place to try to slow the spread of coronavirus. Here in Mecklenburg County, 4 new cases announced just today. That brings the total in Meck County to 11. Our government reporter Joe Bruno monitoring a county meeting set for tonight where commissioners will talk about the response.
Of the 11 cases in Mecklenburg County, we do not know how 7 of them got COVID-19. We'll be asking tonight what that source was and whether we are seeing any community spread here. County Health Director Gibby Harris will update commissioners about Mecklenburg's response to COVID-19, and the county manager will outline any major changes that will have to occur. We learned yesterday that libraries are shutting down. We are still trying to find out the fate of things like rec centers, senior county facilities, aquatic centers, and parks. County commissioners are also expected to provide money to the Foundation for the Carolinas tonight. Last night, Charlotte City Council voted to give the foundation $1 million for their COVID-19 relief fund. The money will go toward nonprofits helping people during this pandemic. Following Harris's presentation, she's expected to have a press conference. Tonight's meeting starts at 6 o'clock. Back to you.
Find out today a doctor at Ortho Carolina has now tested positive, so the entire hip and knee center has been closed at this point, and an uptown apartment complex also on alert after a resident tested positive.
We have Channel 9's Mark Becker digging more into the details of some of these local cases.
You know, so far the number here in Charlotte is 11 in Mecklenburg County, but when you see specific places and situations where people have been found to be positive for the coronavirus, it really puts a new perspective on it. We learned this afternoon that the doctor here at Ortho Carolina's Hip and Knee Center has tested positive for the coronavirus. That doctor is now in quarantine, and they have closed this facility. We have to say right off the top that Ortho Carolina tells us that doctor had no known contact with any patients in the time that he would have been infected. That certainly is good news. But they posted this on their website saying that all employees who'd been in close proximity to that physician are quarantining at home in accordance with public health recommendations while the clinic is sanitized and disinfected. We also learned overnight that a resident of the Enclave Apartments, which is on East 7th Street in Uptown, has tested positive for the virus. The management there notified residents yesterday afternoon and told them that the facilities that they all use, like the business and fitness centers and the dog park, would be closed temporarily while they were sanitized. We spoke with several of those residents today who said they're not panicking, but life isn't exactly normal now either.
There's people in there right now just spraying it down with like sanitizing spray and things like that as we speak. But yeah, I haven't really seen anybody. The amenities are closed, so I haven't really run into anyone.
And this is the cleaning crew, or one of the cleaning crews that we've seen here at Ortho Carolina. Looks like they're pretty much wrapping up their day. We saw a number of them earlier taking stuff out of the building and wrapping up for the day. Again, we're trying to keep our social distance from people as we speak with them to be safe as well, but you can see what's happening here and what has happened also at that apartment complex uptown. Back to you.
Mark, thank you. We also want to let our viewers know who are watching Dr. Phil. He looked at the issue of mental health while we all deal with this coronavirus issue. Want to let our viewers know, if you have time, that Dr. Phil will be airing tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on TV 64 in its entirety, looking at the mental health aspect.
Well, this has all been tough on a lot of people and their families. Of course, many are rallying to help others in need. Channel 9's Dave Faraday is showing us how some people came together to help make sure the children who are not in school get fed, because we know they rely on meals they typically would get at school. Dave?
Yeah, Scott, we spotted some cafeteria workers along with school personnel here in front of Longview Elementary earlier today, passing out meals to families in the area. Inside the cafeteria at Longview and Viewmont Elementary, workers prepared more than 1,000 lunches and breakfasts for students who attend Hickory Public Schools.
Just our pleasure to help the community right now. It's always our pleasure to help our kids.
For 2 hours, families pulled up to the two schools to get the free meals. The district says they'll be doing it Monday through Friday as long as school is out.
Some people can't get out and stuff like that. And some kids probably hungry and stuff and want meals.
A lot of lower income people and single moms just need extra help at this time, especially if they lose their jobs.
Local McDonald's restaurants are also pitching in, providing lunches free of charge in Hickory to students in need who are 12 and under between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. For families who need groceries, the Porch Organization in Longview is working with the school district to provide groceries in the area.
I'm just glad to be able to help somebody else in need. Living in Hickory is like living in a village, so we have each other's back.
And the school district says they'll be back at it again tomorrow between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., not only here at Longview Elementary, but Scott, also at Viewmont Elementary as well. Back to you.
At times like this when community really comes together. So Dave, thank you for bringing that story to us. If you don't live in Hickory, there are many other school districts stepping in to make sure students have access to food while they're out of class. And we put together this map right here. And I want parents to see this because this is where you can get help with those meals. A map of some of our local districts that are offering those meal programs. And you see, of course, districts like CMS, you got Cabarrus County Schools, Union County Schools as well, and Gaston County Schools all over this map. Iredell, Stanley, the list goes on in North Carolina. Now switching to some options for families in South Carolina, and these are different food sites stretching from York County to Chesterfield County with breakfast and lunch options. The times these meals are offered, of course, will vary by the location, but you can find that list and all the details and the times on the WSOC News app.